Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today we have a little bit of a mishmash of a video. So I have quite a few things I want to talk to you guys about today, but with the pinnacle of it being the roundup of my Me Made May, which was my spring capsule wardrobe that I've put together. So that will be, it's a somewhat lengthy montage at the end, but yes, that will be coming up at the end of the video. Okay. So let's talk about a couple of things first. Number one, as I mentioned, I am a Love Notions ambassador, and that's a new job that I've taken on. And again, I don't know that you'll see maybe a little bit more, especially with the Feature Fridays on the channel, but I talk about Love Notions, you know, pretty regularly on the channel. It'll be about the same here on the channel, but you will see me a whole lot more over on the Love Notions website and on their social media and stuff like that with things that I'll be doing for them. So anyway, I just wanted to highlight one of the their Feature Fridays. So their Feature Friday patterns are always a $5 pattern, and it's only good for Friday. So this pattern will only be $5 today. So if you want it, you need to grab it now. And today is the 4th, June 4th, 2021. But it is the Allegro bottoms and skirt. So pants, shorts, and skirt. And I have made myself a pair of the shorts. I've been wanting to try this pattern forever. I actually sewed this up this week twice. I'm really excited, and we'll talk a little bit more about it at the end of the video when we're talking about Spring Capsule, but I am starting to plan a little bit of my summer wardrobe. I'm going to buy the summer wardrobe from Everyday Style School again, and I don't think that's available till next week, but anyway, surely there'll be shorts on there. And I love a pair of elastic waist shorts. I find them comfortable, but I made in this gorgeous linen from the fabric store. This is their vintage finish linen, which is their exclusive range. They have like a heavyweight one, and then I think they call it their vintage finish, but it's basically like their regular weight. So this is what I would use for like a shirt, if I were making a shirt or a dress or that kind of thing. And loose fitting pants, which is what these are. Okay, so this pattern comes in a 5-inch short, a 9-inch short, a jogger, and then just like a looser, like a tapered leg kind of type pant. So you can put the cuff at the bottom for a jogger or not. It's for woven fabrics, and it also comes with skirts. So, there's a lot of bang for your buck, especially for $5. I would highly recommend grabbing this. Anyway, it's got the little pockets here. I'll pop footage of me actually in it. It's got a faux fly because it's got the elastic around the waistband. I made a size 8 and then graded up to a 12 for my waist. I find that Love Notions patterns, they draft for a bigger waist to hip ratio than what I have. So I usually find I have to grade up a couple of sizes for my waist measurement in order for it to fit well in my hip, just the way my body is shaped. And this feels fantastic on. The pattern also comes with patch pockets on the back. I omitted that on these, and it gives instructions for putting a drawstring into the waistband, which I omitted on this one. I actually made a pair, and you can kind of see them hanging right there, in some leftover lighter weight denim that I had, and kind of as a wearable muslin. It was just leftover from my Danube skirt and my Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans. It was just enough, you know, maybe, I don't even know if I had a yard fully, but just enough to make those shorts out of. And I think the fabric was still, even though it was a lightweight denim, it was still a little bit thick. Like I feel like this shirt is made in like a shirting weight denim, and I feel like this weight would have been perfect for what I want, or even like a chambray. So I may revisit it because it's just because of the gathering with the elastic, it's too poofy around my lower belly, which I don't need any extra poof at all. So anyway, so I went with the lighter weight linen for these, and I love these much better. You know, I put the cuff on there. I didn't put the cuff on these. And honestly, I'm trying to decide. Tell me what you guys think. There's something proportionately that's just a little off on these. I mean, I'm still gonna wear these a lot. I don't know if I need to shorten the hem by just a little bit, or maybe if I need to shorten the rise by just a little bit. I think these are supposed to sit at my natural waist though, and they do. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think, or maybe it's just all in my head. Now, this is not a wide leg short. Like, it's a little bit more fitted. So, you know, because it goes down into a tapered leg pant. But, I kind of like, it's different, you know, like it's not, I like a wide leg short, but this is a little different and I kind of like it. Anyway, linen shorts with elastic waist. How can these not get worn all summer long? Again, the pattern is $5 today only. So definitely if that's something, if you're interested in pants or a skirt with an elastic waist, definitely go grab that. My waist has been acting up a lot lately. I don't know if it's seasonal. Sometimes seasonal allergies can kick off my food. I can have not just like a, upper respiratory response to seasonal allergies, like my body just swells, like I respond to seasonal allergies everywhere, similarly to how I respond to food allergies. So that's kind of acting up right now. And anyway, elastic is my best friend right now. So we're going with those. All right, second thing I wanted to talk to you about. Joe from So Joey on Instagram here is running a challenge, and I am going to, I'll pop the little video that's up here. I'm looking down at my phone just so I want to get the information correctly. And it is hashtag t-shirt for summer 2021. And the whole point, it just goes through the whole month of June. So a couple days late here, but you can sew a t-shirt or a t-shirt dress. And if you want inspiration on how to turn a t-shirt into a t-shirt dress, I will pop an info card here up. I just showed how I turned my cashmere Concord t-shirt into a t-shirt dress, and you could do that with any t-shirt pattern that you love. So I will pop a link to that video up above if you're interested. And then you just have to post your make between the 1st and 30th of June, use the hashtag, and then you just tag Joe in it, which is So Joey, in your post. And there's a ton of prizes. Yeah, so they've got prizes from all sorts of people here. Dorada Davies Patterns, Sew Over It, Samantha Claridge Studio Fabric Bundle, Itch to Stitch, Victory Patterns, Fiber Mood, sorry, this is very small, Winterwear Designs, Lansdowne Patterns, Closet Core, Style Arc, Beyond the Pink Door Fabric, and I Am Patterns. Oh, and Pigeon Wishes. Oh yeah, for their button shop. Pigeon Wishes has great buttons. Anyway, so yeah, you just need to, enter that way, and then winners will be picked randomly and announced in early July. So how much fun is that? Like, I'll be making t-shirts, definitely, with my summer wardrobe. So yeah, I'm gonna be entering that. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. So she had just reached out to me and asked if I would say something on the channel about the challenge. So I will leave all the info down below, her Instagram account and stuff, if you'd like to see all of the information on the challenge, to go over there. But yeah, what a fun way to kick off summer. Okay, this is the meat and potatoes of the video. Let's talk about my spring capsule wardrobe. So I wore nothing but my spring capsule wardrobe for the entire month of May, which was the idea. And really that's all I've been wearing since probably middle of March when I kind of got into this idea. I've only been wearing my spring capsule. And I wanted to talk just really quickly about some things that I've noticed, kind of what I've learned, things that I would change maybe for next spring. And then a little bit about summer going forward. Okay, of my, 39 pieces or whatever, and that includes jewelry and shoes, I think I wore everything. Now, I definitely wore like my sweaters and, my pants more at the beginning of the month of May because it was very chilly here. And then we had a week, not the last week, it was like the week before the last week where it got hot. So I think I would have enjoyed having at least one pair of shorts, like maybe having one of my pairs of pants, a pair of shorts. I think that would have rounded it out a little bit nicer for my climate and for my temperature, the temperatures that we typically have. I was back in my sweaters the last week because it got really chilly here again because it's Indiana and that's what we do. But I think having one of my pairs of pants as a pair of shorts would have been very helpful. Number two, I didn't wear my white linen pants. I think I only wore my white linen pants once. That's mostly because, like I said, my seasonal allergies kicked up and all of a sudden my waist was just like, which happens when I mean like drastically, and it's just my waist. But it's just one of those, it's an allergic reaction, my body responding, seasonal, maybe some food stuff. my sugar intake was a little higher. My kids graduated from 8th grade in May, and so we had like a little family party and stuff, and I had my in-laws here staying, and so we had more sugar in the house than we normally do. So maybe a little combination of all of that. But those are a fitted pant, which I love. I think they look so good, and they just weren't very comfortable towards the end of the month because of that. Also, my recital shirt, my Liesl & Co. recital shirt that's in the Liberty fabric where I did the shearing on the wrists, I didn't wear it at all. I put it on a couple of times to wear it, and I'm like, what don't I like about this? And I think I figured it out. So the pattern is really cool. It's got like a collar stand, and then one of the options, it has a little ruffle that goes all around the collar stand. And I think that is just too high. I have a very short neck, like proportionally even. I mean, I'm short everywhere, but even proportionately, my neck is short, and it was just too much. You know, my sister loves to wear collared things and loves to pop the collar on things, and I think that looks so chic. I can never do that because, I mean, a collar like this is fine because it doesn't, even with the collar stand, it doesn't come up too terribly high. But then when you add like a ruffle on there, I've got things that are coming up here and it's like engulfing my head. And when I go to like pop a collar, I mean, it's like up by my face. Like my sister, when she pops a collar, it's like here because she has a normal neck. Anyway, I think that's what it is. I think my neck is too short to pull off the ruffled collar there, which is too bad. I just felt like, so I couldn't button it up. I wasn't buttoning it up very high. It was leaving it unbuttoned, so then it was like flailing out, and it looked like, I looked like a clown a little bit, you know, like a large ruffled collar, or a little bit of a flashback back to the 80s a little of when I was a child, which I know those collars are actually back in. I wore them the first time around as a child, and so now I have a hard time wearing it as a grown woman. Anyway, personal preference, but I think that shirt is going to be given away. My sister actually tried it on last time she was here. The problem is that I'm much bustier than her, and I made that shirt with the D-cut bust because that's what I needed, and it was a little too roomy in her chest. So anyway, I think that's gonna find a new home. But other than that, everything else got worn a ton. The thing I was most surprised about was two things. My Burnside bibs. I loved those, and I'm gonna need a pair in linen, I feel like. And maybe even a shorts pair. That could be cute. But I loved those. I just felt, even though they're overalls, they felt a little bit more modern and current and less like the overalls I wore in the 90s. And just a little more, I don't know, they felt a little more grown up a little bit more chic, maybe is what I'm going for here. I loved them though. Got compliments every single time I wore them. Yeah, and so I think I really need a pair in linen, and I have some of the heavyweight linen that I bought from the fabric store. Actually, the linen of these shorts that my Allegros here was during that fabric buying back at the end of the summer. The fabric store had a big sale on all their linen, and I bought some of my colors. I think this is walnut maybe, but I bought quite a few of my colors in linen because I think they were like 30% off. It was a sizable amount off. Anyway, I bought some of the colors in the heavyweight substrate as well, and so I think that a pair of those Burnside bibs in the heavier weight would be delightful. And I would love to play around with how to have how to have the view that has the darts in the back so it's less gathering in the back, but still being able to omit the zipper. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Actually, I kind of got used to the zipper. I think I'm gonna put it on my right side next time. I think that makes better sense for me. I don't know. If I zip it up and then put the straps up onto the, it's much easier. So I did figure that out. But anyway, loved those. The other pattern that I was super surprised how much I wore and loved were my Chi-Town chinos. Who knew I needed a pair of khaki pants in my wardrobe? But oh my gosh, I wore those quite a bit more than I thought. And I kind of wanted to wear them more, but then I felt like I needed to give the other clothes an opportunity. So I didn't wear them even as much as I wanted to. It's also interesting to me because those, they're very similar to the Upland trousers, which I also loved. I love that color. But they're a lower rise. So they are probably 1.5 inches below my belly button where the Upland trousers sit at my natural waist. That's where they're supposed to sit. But like I mentioned before, I have a very short torso. So I like to play around with proportion a little bit there. And I do feel like I look a little taller because my upper body looks a little longer when I wear the little bit lower rise. So technically those are probably the more flattering on me, but I still like wearing the high rise stuff because it's fun and it's current and I like to do it. So anyway, yeah, those are my two biggest surprises, I think. But yeah, I've just been very pleased with everything and gotten so many compliments, and I feel like I picked really well for all of my pieces. So that's, yeah, very exciting. Okay, before I show you the montage of all 31, actually it's 30 days. Day 31, I didn't wear anything me made because we were painting and outdoor furniture, and I was in paint clothes all day long. It was on Memorial Day here in the US, was the 31st. And so my husband likes to do house projects on long weekends. So we were doing that, and I was literally in clothes that I've had for 20 years that have paint all over them because they're my paint clothes all day long. So I do have days 1 through 30 that are all in my spring capsule that I will show you here next. But yeah, the summer capsule wardrobe I think is coming out next week, I believe on June 9th. It probably comes out earlier if you're part of their, part of her style squad, or what's it called, the style circle, which is her monthly subscription service. I think they do get access to it earlier, but yeah, for all of the rest of us, I think it comes out next week, and I'm very excited about grabbing that because I have plans for my summer wardrobe. In fact, I bought a striped fabric that has all of my colors for summer, and they're very similar to my spring colors, so a lot of spring is going to be able to roll over into summer, which was kind of the idea. I just have, I think just, I'm taking the olive out and putting in this kind of brown in its place. So, but I think for the most part, everything else stays the same color-wise. I'll just be using more red, I think, in the summer than I did in the spring. There was just some small dots of the red or burnt orange in there, but it'll be playing a bigger part, I think, in the summer. So yeah, so things I think will just be, as far as proportion of color, will be switching a little bit, but it'll be very similar color palette. Okay guys, that's all I have for today. I'm gonna go to the montage. I will see you guys on Sunday for, it's the Simplicity 8875, which is the Empire dress I bought and had a lot of questions for full bust. So I'm showing you how I did the full bust adjustment and a narrow shoulder adjustment actually on that pattern on Sunday. And then next week starts the Monty shirt dress sew along. All right guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and get some sewing in, and I will see you next time. Bye.